Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel and to the last day of PLANMAS 2021. What? It is the last day. I wasn't able to film a haul for tomorrow, Christmas Day, so I thought I'd just leave it here, and we are flashing back to the week of Christmas in 2019. The last normal Christmas. How sad. But I'm using this Grinch kit from Scribble Prints Co because it's super fun and bright, and I wanted to use it this year. So we're going to use that as well as some red sparkly foil, also from Scribble Prints Co. This video is not really about the plans. You'll be able to see it on screen obviously, but otherwise we are talking about the giveaway first that is happening in this video. And then we'll be getting into some questions and answers for the rest. So I'm going to do the giveaway now. That's my 2019 Plan With Me, the last one in my EC. And that was a really fun kit. I was really into that. So, what are we talking about? Okay, we're going to get into the giveaway and then we'll get into the Q&A. So if you're not interested in that, you can just hear about how to enter and then you can go along your way. But if you want to listen to me ramble on for half an hour, I will do that for you. It will be a fun podcast. You just put it on in the background. You don't have to watch. And just something to watch while you're getting ready for Christmas tomorrow or any time. Or just a random winter day or summer day. You know. Okay, let's just get into the giveaway because I'm sure that's what you're really wanting to hear about. This year's PLANMAS giveaway, I've decided I could try doing giveaway every year from now on. But anyway, 2021's PLANMAS giveaway is a gift card to Scribble Prints Co for $100 US. Yep, $100 dues. I would like to say a big thank you for Andrea. Technically, this $100 coupon code comes from my the points that you make on the website from purchasing, and I just don't use them because I have a coupon code with SPC because I'm an artist there. So Andrea kindly gives me one, so I never use my code, my points. And then I've got a referral link down below, so if you've never shopped from her before and you'd like to get a percentage off for your first order, you can use my referral code of referral link, and I end up getting points. And a few people have used that this year, so thank you very much. If you use my referral code, let me know in your comment otherwise, because that's super fun and awesome. But the thing is, I never use the points, and I'm able to save up to enough points to get $100 discount code. And I'm going to give that back to you. So I don't know, maybe if you use my referral code and you enter this giveaway, maybe you'll get all those points back. I don't know, if you win. But that is how we do it. And I did ask Andrea if it was okay because it is a lot of money, but obviously you can save that many points yourself if you want. But she said, okay, that's fine with me. So I'm giving away $100 for Scribble Prints Co today. Now, if you want to enter, you simply have to comment down below with your Instagram handle. And you can make an Instagram to enter. You can only enter once. No, only once. Only once, please. But please make sure your comment has your Instagram handle. You can comment anything you want on the video, about the questions, or if you use my referral code, or you can, like you say, you could tell me what your favorite holiday food dish, food is. Just food. if you need something to reply, if you don't want to just do your Instagram handle, but you could do that as well. But remember, please, only once, one comment for the giveaway. But yeah, as long as you have your Instagram handle in it, I will randomly choose the winner And if the comment doesn't have an Instagram handle, I will assume they're not actually entering, which is fine. You can still comment. But I will discount you without a handle because YouTube is impossible to message through. But Instagram is so easy to DM. So, yeah, make sure your Instagram handle is in your comment so I could DM you the code if you win. And I will be picking the winner. Let's give this a week, shall we? A week? What's a week? Oh my gosh, gotta open my calendar here. You'd think I would know what everything is, but let's say on the 28th. So it's the 21st for me now, but let's give it less than a week. So I'll say the what's the actual week later? The New Year's Eve. Okay. Scratch all that. You'll have until New Year's Eve, the 31st of December, to comment with your Instagram handle on this video only once, to be entered into getting a $100 coupon for Scribble Prints Co. And I will DM the winner on New Year's Day. So definitely keep an eye on your Instagram that day. I might, if you're in America, I might even DM you like before you wake up. So because of time zones. But yeah. So to reiterate, everything will be down in the description below if you need to read it. Make sure. Because I know I appreciate that. But yes, comment on this video with your Instagram handle. Oop, my alarm just went off. And you have until the 31st, and please only enter once. And I will DM you on Instagram. But now I should probably go feed Heidi, because that's what that alarm was for. And I'll be right back in a second for you to answer some questions. Okay, I am back. I have fed Heidi, so she should be happy. So let's get started into these questions and answers. I started them in the Plan With Me yesterday, so if you missed them, go check out that video. But yeah, so we're gonna start with Kim D New Zealand 42. They asked both how do you like living abroad as well as any future plans. And I do like living abroad. There are a lot of things about Australia that I was just done with, honestly. There's so many good things in Finland and just living abroad. I mean, there's also a lot of stress and uncertainty that also comes with it. Like, there's nothing like the security of living in your home country. And obviously, I don't really have any friends here. And the language barrier. And a lot of things like that, which I do struggle with. But overall, I prefer my life here other than those things. I don't know. I just couldn't go back to Australia in summer again. It's just so freaking hot. Like, it's already in the high 30s, almost 40s in Celsius, which is like, I don't know, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's already hot there. I'm like, nah. I'd much rather do with falling on ice than cooking in the sun. But I do like living abroad. Obviously, it's not the same. There are a lot of like differences and stresses and different stuff. But I think that is really interesting to go through and experience and know about other people who are going through similar things. And then any future plans, well, I'm hoping to train myself in a different area entirely. We'll see how it goes. I'm interested in it, and maybe I'd be good. I don't know if I'd be good at it. I'm just gonna try it and see, and that might lead to a lifelong career. So that would be kind of nice, just to have like a normal salary and working hours and, I don't know, retirement plans or something. I don't know. So that's like kind of the only future plan I have at the moment. And Lux residency permit, it lasts for until, I don't know, 2025 or 26. So at least there's a few years going, and then I guess we'll reevaluate. But I don't know. right now the future plans are mostly looking at this other career path. But it's a career path that I can do here with English, so that's why as well. But I can do anywhere in the world with it, so yeah. Ice Cream Joe asks, if you had to pick, what's your favorite collection you drew this year? And then there's a winky face. In terms of customs, I just drew it, and you won't get to see it until next year sometime. Like early next year. Not like January, but a few months later. It's the artwork for Scribble Prints Co 8th anniversary. It's probably one of my best kit sets that I've done in all this year. I love it. I think it turned out so cool, and I love the fashion girls and all the stuff in it, so I'm very excited for that one to come out. So that's probably my favorite custom, but as my shop, I mean, I have to go, like, with personal feelings. It's gonna have to be Fellowship, my Lord of the Rings art, because I love it. It's just, Lord of the Rings makes me feel so happy. And, yeah, so probably those two. Fellowship and Mystery. Except it won't be a mystery, it's anniversary. But, you know what I mean? It's a mystery right now, because you know what it is. I got a few here from, the same questions here. So Nia Hearts Magic also asked me what my favorite clip art was this year, so I'm answering that. And Nia Hearts Magic also asked, what's something you'd like to see more of and less of in the Planner community next year? More. I would hope people would come back to sharing more YouTube channels. I want to see more YouTube. I want to watch more Plan With Me's. I would like to see more of that, and more people like taking the jump, because you can film on your phone. It's all good. And less of how to say this? Less not so nice comments or opinions that are hidden under the guise of honesty, but you're kind of just being a jerk for no reason. Like comments that just don't need to be made, that are just like the smallest thing, but they really get under your skin after a while. Like in hauls, I watch almost no hauls anymore, because when I see them I feel sick inside, especially if they have my art. And I know, like, it's good to grow a thick skin about criticism, especially about art, but some of these comments are like, they're just little things that don't need to be said. And it's not even in a, if you can't be nice, don't say anything at all way. It's things like, oh, everyone hates this kit, but I like it. And then it's the everyone hates it that gets under your skin. Like, you didn't have to base it that way. You could just say, I love this kit. It's for me. And leave it at that. I don't know. There's this weird, like, you're only honest if you're being negative, if you're being critical, but not in a constructive way, you know? And I would hope to see less of that in the complete Planner community next year. And I realized that my more of and less of kind of like, what if there were more YouTube channels, but everyone was a jerk? Well, then I've kicked myself. But yeah, that's just my little Planner community rant. I'd also kind of like less stories that are kind of like that. Like, I hate the stories that are all like, this kit just came out, let's have a discussion, and then they put the ask question box. And like, the only way that those posts are ever meant is because you want to bitch about how you hate it. But behind closed doors. And it's like, I see you. These are just my little pet peeves, but I would like them. Like, less of them across my timeline, you know. And I have been muting and muting and unfollowing people to better it for myself, but I wish just people would just not do that anymore. I don't do it, so, and I'm like the most perfect person on the planet. I'm joking. Like, I understand wanting to vent sometimes, but also sometimes it's like a whole lot of assumptions or wording it in such a way that it feels like people don't realize human beings made the stickers and made the art. It kind of sucks. And near Huts, I answered that one. Mama J plans. What's your must-haves on a Christmas dinner? Okay, so must-haves 100% has to be potatoes in some fashion. I love roast potatoes. I love chips, or as Americans call them, fries. In Australia, we call chips, and fries hot chips. But yeah, hot chips or roast potatoes, or scallop potatoes, or mashed potatoes. Just potatoes. Potatoes are needed, 100%. I also really love some other vegetables. I just like to have an array of vegetables: Brussels sprouts, carrots, parsnips, and potatoes. Those are my main loves at Christmas. And otherwise, I could even just live off that. But I would also like, depending on what meats we have, I'd also like to have condiments. So cranberry sauce and applesauce and béarnaise if we're having a steak. So sauces and vegetables. And then everything else is flexible. I just burped again. Which is why it took me so long to say flexible. But yeah, otherwise I'm flexible, but yeah. Definitely need some roast veggies up in here and some sauces. Condiments. Then they also asked my favorite Christmas treat. I guess historically gingerbread, because literally every year I made gingerbread with my mom. But I also really love applesauce, both as a condiment and as like, you just eat it. Because that's how my nana would give us applesauce back in the day. And now that I've been in Finland, definitely Christmas stars, joulutottu. Christmas like tarts. Those are like perfection. They're like, you get squares of puff pastry, then you cut them and then fold them to look like little stars or windmills, and then you put a plop of jam. Traditionally it's plum jam. You can also put apple cinnamon or any jam you want. We're probably gonna make some this year and put cherry jam in the middle. And then you just bake them, and that's it. Delicious, simple. You got some puff pastry, you got some jam, tasty. One time we did do it Nutella as well, and that was good. So yeah, that's a really good Christmas treat. And then obviously also in the gingerbread family, pfeffernusse. And just like shortbread and stuff, delicious. I just love Christmas treats. Plan with Nessa asked, what is your favorite set you've ever drawn? And this is ever drawn. I don't know. I can't say Fellowship again. Just because that's what I'm obsessed with right now. Favorite I've ever drawn. That's really hard. Especially with my memory. I'm gonna say like, that's hot. I can't answer that. I don't know. I love all my babies equally. That's all I can say. I don't know. I will move on from that because I have no freaking clue. Chloe Truman asked fave character sticker shop, and I think right now is probably Papershire. Zenny just killed it this year. I love everything. It's gorgeous. The bunnies, the bears, they're all my loves. I love Papershire, and if you haven't tried it, do. They're so good. I love them. And you see them all over my plans, my sets recently. They also asked fave season to plan. And, I guess Halloween. I get pumped about seasons and then I'm so about them afterwards. This is probably hard because, I'm just in one of those down periods right now, so I feel like it all sucks. But probably Halloween is my fave season to plan. Or autumn, that's nice. Although I do like a lot of like spring, summer colors, which makes it a bit different. And Chloe Truman also asks, they got a few questions here, so I will get through them all. We have time. We have 14 minutes left. Okay. TV, film recommendations. TV, if you have Apple Plus, I highly recommend Ted Lasso. It's not actually really about soccer / football. It's about the characters, and I love them. And Danny Perez is my baby. I love him. He is a golden retriever puppy baby. And also Invasion, if you're interested in an alien invasion story. I've kept raving on about it because it just finished the first season. It is renewed for a second, and I'm just loving it as a really interesting take on alien stuff. So I highly recommend that. Those both on Apple. I also obviously recommend Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, my top favorite TV show of all time. It's just a really unique musical CW show that has really clever writing, in my opinion. And obviously it's better than a CW show. But also old CW shows, I would also say iZombie, also another really heightened show that didn't get enough love. iZombie is awesome, especially if you are into Raoul Coley, like lately, because he was in Midnight Mass and Bly Manor. If you liked him, you should check out iZombie for sure. He's like a main character, and he's adorable. And in the later seasons, he's hilarious. And what else? I think it's all just now blanked. Psych is a really awesome show. If you like The Mentalist actually full on ripped off Psych. Like, they make fun of that in the show Psych. They're like, oh, The Mentalist, wouldn't that be exactly the same thing that we do? And it is. Like, they just ripped off Psych. So I highly recommend that if you want more of that kind of thing. Like pretending to be a psychic and solving crimes. He's just kind of Sherlocky and, knows people and stuff. And for films, that's a whole other talk. So I'll just stick with those TV shows. They also asked what would be your dream set to draw. Honestly, I've probably drawn them. I don't know. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but it's an old show that's finished, so no one would want it. Also the Silmarillion, but also it doesn't have any like TV film media, so why would anyone be interested? Maybe for the Lord of the Rings TV show, but I prefer First Age over Second Age, which the show is about the Second Age, so I don't know. It'd just be a lot of pretty elves, although they're all really stupid. But yeah, I guess that. Peace Love Plan, love you. What's your favorite snack of all time? Vegemite on toast, because I'm Australian. Gotta say, Vegemite on toast is a superior snack and breakfast. And then I guess also fruit chucks, because I'm from South Australia. And here it would just be straight up Fazer chocolate. It's all good. From Finland. The skip some of these. Just Lovey Dovey asked favorite color scheme and sets and kits. I feel like, I don't know, I kind of like all colors. It's hard to like get out of the box sometimes. You always end up with like pink and purple and blues, but I kind of like all the colors. I struggle a bit with rainbow as a color scheme because it's all the colors and it gets confusing. And sometimes color schemes, even if they're my favorite, they just don't work with everything in a kit. So it changes, but I suppose anything with purple and pink, I suppose. And they just love you. Davy also asked, where's the first place you traveled to when able to? At the moment, that is Disneyland Paris. But again, I'm not 100% set on it. So, but I guess that would be it. Disneyland Paris is the first place we're going at the moment. It could just be, we could also maybe just travel locally or even to Estonia because that's closer. So looking at that. Planning North of 60 asked, where is one destination you haven't yet visited but would love to go? I think I already answered that. It would be Switzerland. I don't know, I'm really feeling it. Or Edinburgh. Or places in Europe. Oh, I really liked looking at a few places in Slovenia. They look really interesting. The other Nordics as well. I don't know. I want to go all around Europe. Especially. But yeah. Plus that's probably it. Christy Plans asked, how did you meet your partner and what traditions do you do together? So I assume Christmas traditions. How I met them, well, we're old now, so it was 2006 on MySpace. I think Luck added me because they thought, adding people to Adelaide, and they're like, you have a cool taste in music, because it was like, I liked a lot of different things, like a very eclectic taste in music. So we started messaging each other, and we just really got along. And we actually both had crushes on other people, so we would talk to each other about our crushes on these other people. And then we were both in town one night. It's what we call the city in Adelaide, town. And they were with their group of friends. I just finished hanging out with my group of friends, and we talked on the phone. I was like, hey, do you want to meet up randomly? So it was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night in town, and we just met in front of, it used to be the old Harris, it was a Harris Scarf building, but then they demolished and it rebuilt, and now Harris Scarf is closed. But in front of that building, and we're like, hey, what's up? We just met on the street. And it was like, first thing was like joking, Locke joked about, hey, look, a bench, that looks like fun, which is from The Simpsons. So we sat on a bench and just chatted for a long time. Their friends had like gone off to another bar. So eventually we walked down to the bar, and I was 17 at the time, so I couldn't get in, but because it's 18 there in Australia. So then I went home, but yeah, that's how we met. We talked a lot on MSN and on MySpace, and randomly met up in town, just on the street, on the phone, and then met up again in town another time. The second time I met them, I went to their work. They worked at a pub, which had like a live venue, and they were a sound guy. And we met up there, and because I was with them, I was able to get a beer, like even though I was 17. And we hung out, and it's like the second time we had ever met, and I let them drive me home at 2 a.m. But I was dumb. You shouldn't really do that, but I think I felt like I knew them the most at that point. But that was really fun. So that's how we met. And do we have any Christmas traditions together? Okay, so recently our Christmas tradition has just become, we spend all Christmas Day cooking dinner, and cooking a special dinner, and making treats, and getting together our meal, and planning out our meals and what we need to shop, and then cooking all day long to have a delicious dinner at the end. Because we don't always do presents. We haven't in the last 2 years, but we're thinking maybe next year we'd be able to buy gifts, because we could go into shops again to buy things for each other. But if we had gifts, we'd unwrap the gifts, and we start cooking, maybe put just stuff on the TV. One Christmas Day we actually spent in Berlin, and we spent Christmas and New Year's in Berlin, and everything's closed around Christmas then, except some things at Potsdamer Platz. So we went to the movies. We saw the first Hobbit film, I think, and we got dinner at a restaurant. We had lunch or dinner at a restaurant there. And then we went back to a hotel and we just watched we binge watched Christmas films on my laptop in the hotel bed all the rest of the day. That was really fun. So sometimes we binge watch the movies on Christmas. But when we're at home, it's really like, just cooking all day. We just like to do that together. We have a few more minutes to do a couple more ones. So, probably, Chloe Truman again asked, do you like the current style of planning most people do? And I think I do. I mean, I feel like there's kind of a split in this kind of, at the moment, with some people who used to plan the way we do, and now they plan, like, they call it dainty or something, where it has a ton of foil deco, and I'm just not into it. It's all good. We can like what we like. I just like to have a lot of stuff shoved into my planner, so I can't have as much deco. Although I do like to buy a little few pieces here and there, but so I'm not really into that, but I think it's pretty for other people, so that's all good. But I do like how we plan. I enjoy the bougie boxes, although, you don't always have to have them underneath, but I've kind of gotten used to them because they make it so easy to reposition stickers underneath, because it's not sticking to the paper, it's sticking to glossy sticker paper, so it just rips right up, and that's why I continue using bougie. I love it for that reason. So yeah, I really enjoy planning at the moment, and I don't see myself changing anytime soon. But I was never really like a leader on that, so although I will say a lot of people like putting their boxes all over the, they put the boxes all in random places and they don't color block, whereas I really love having my boxes in the same, in a certain way and color blocked. I find that so much easier and more fun for me. So in that way I feel like I'm a little bit different, but I do like what everyone's been doing. So my battery is low and we're almost finished with this spread, so let's hope we can get this voiceover done before my battery dies. I'm just sitting in the bed plugged in. Anyway, I think that's the last of my questions. Thank you so much to anyone who asked a question. There were so many. We got 2 videos done out of that. That's 1 hour of questions, and my voice is feeling it. So, but don't forget to enter the giveaway. Comment down below what's your favorite Christmas food. Otherwise, you can just comment anything else you want. But make sure your Instagram handle is in there. And make sure only one, if you comment more than once, you could, but only one should have your Instagram handle. Because you're only entering once, my babies. Make it fair for everybody who might want the $100 code to SPC. But yeah, so let me down below now. We'll contact the winner on Instagram on the new year, and I will post my stories that it is taken and has been won. I don't usually share the winner, but yeah. So that will happen then, but that is the end of the spread and the end of PLANMAS. Thank you so much if you've watched along for the last, 12 days. And if you haven't, feel free to catch up. We've got plenty of fun stuff. But otherwise, we're going back to normal, and I should be posting next week, the week of Christmas, my plan with me. And we're also going to be doing the usual January catch-up stuff of 2021 stuff. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful holiday period. Whether you celebrate or not, I hope you keep safe and healthy. And remember that I love you and you are important. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Love you. Bye.